PCT Trail Days runs from Friday at noon until Saturday at 10 p.m. There's hundreds of vendors out there you can talk to, and I had a couple that I dealt with that were very responsive to needs I had. You also can sit down and meet with other folks you met along the trail. A lot of the other hikers, you will show up here and you'll get the chance to meet them. On Saturday after about 5 p.m. it turns into a big party. There's music, there's alcohol, there's food, so it's a get together to see people you've seen on the trail and haven't seen in quite a while. As far as camping goes, you have the option of camping on Thunder Island for $20. This is a view of it. It's kind of hard to see with the smoke, the tents, but there's just thousands of tents lined up out there on Thunder Island. This is the Bridge of the Gods, crossing the Columbia River from Oregon to Washington. Well, that is a little scary on that bridge, I will tell you that. There is no pedestrian walkway. You're walking on the traffic lane. It is a little wider. There is actually about 4 feet between you and a car if they're hugging the yellow line, but it's still a little scary. Plus, when you're looking down, you're looking through a grate system and you're seeing all the way to the water. So if you're height challenged like I am, it's a little, don't look down. Keep your eyes straight ahead. That's the way it goes. So the north side of Bridge of the Gods after I crossed. I'm glad that's over. Well, good morning. It is Sunday, August 20th. I just left the grocery store in Stevenson, Washington after crossing Bridge of the Gods into the state. I've got 500 miles to go to Canada. And some challenging mountains ahead, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, it's just a little before noon. Got my resupply done, like I said, at the grocery store, and I'm heading off on the trail. Got some great hitches by lovely locals, both in and out of Stevens. Grocery store is better here than it is across the border in Cascade Locks in Oregon, so came over here to get food, and they had everything I needed, which was great. Amazing, I'm sitting there at the grocery store packing my pack up with all the new food, trying to make it all fit, and a lady walks up and says, "Do you need a lift back to the trail?" I didn't even have to get out in the road and hitch, so it was lovely. Locals are really friendly here. Anyway, I'm off walking. I'll check with you down the trail. Well, I think you can see the haze out there. That's all smoke from what I'm told is a fire in Canada being blown down. When I arrived yesterday midday into Cascade Locks, the air was beautifully clear. And then by last evening, it was looking like this. So it blew in pretty quick. It's supposed to get a little better tomorrow is what they tell me from the weather app I looked at, so we'll see. But the temperatures are going up too, so. All right, anyway, just a little update. Oh boy, some of my favorite trail. And this is what the sun looks like. With all the smoke in here. Well, the weatherman said we were gonna lose some of this smoke today, but that's not happening. It may be a little less thick than it was yesterday, but there's still a lot of smoke. I'm on my third day out of crossing the Columbia River into Washington. It's now in the afternoon, actually. I didn't film this morning. The smoke is finally cleared, though. The wind was blowing it out, so now it's a nice clear day. I'll see when I get into some places where I can see something other than trees. I'll see if I can get a shot of something that shows you the scenery. Anyway, just filled up on water at a creek. Actually, more than a creek. It's a pretty good little river. And coming across the bridge, there was a guy doing trail magic there. And I'll share that video with you. But that was nice. I was going to think about having lunch there, and that worked out well. So I saved the lunch for another trail day and had a brat, some potato salad, some chips, and a soda. And that was a nice lunch. Really good. So I came in to get some water. I've got this cool bridge that's being worked on and repaired today here across the river. And then across this side of the bridge, we get some trail magic. And what's your name?
Russ.
Russ, do you have a trail name?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay. So what brought you out to do trail magic?
Oh, I've been doing this for several years. I'm a hiker and avid trail runner, and I'm always on the PCT, you know, for the last 10 or 20 years. And so I just started doing this. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, super. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's a nice relief to come in and get something to drink and a little food, and
I know. Yeah.
Get no trail food. Get real food. You know, it's really nice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the Thru-Hikers are so appreciative of it, and I just enjoy doing it. Maybe I
good.
enjoy serving food. I don't know. Helping people.
Well, thank you. We do appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye. Well, the smoke is gone. We got clear skies. Supposed to stay this way for a few days and heat up. Can't have it all. Anyway, it's nice to see a blue sky and not a gray one. White clouds and not gray clouds. Walking down this trail, I kind of get the feeling I'm in Jurassic Park. It's the vegetation, the atmosphere. I'm waiting for a velociraptor to step out any minute. I guess that would be worse than a Bigfoot or a bear, huh? Probably. It was only a mosquito. Crossing the bridge over the Wind River. Well, good morning, another day. I think I skipped a day, I'm not sure. I've been trying to crank the miles on and haven't filmed as much as I would like to. Anyway, I'm on the way to some more trail magic. Probably in about 2 miles. They're setting up there all week or until their food runs out. This is only their 3rd or 4th day, so hopefully there'll still be some food left. Anyway, beautiful weather. The smoke is cleared out again. Might be a little warm later this afternoon, but right now it's beautiful. Nice temperature. No wind. Little birds here and there chirping. If you can hear them or not. And the trail's not too bad. A few roots and a few rocks here and there to trip over, but not too bad. Well, I just left the Trail Magic location and was probably there over an hour. It's easy to get wrapped up in those those things because you're obviously enjoying food. You're talking to other hikers and you're talking to people that are hosting the Trail Magic, and it's so easy to get wrapped up in those things and forget your mission out here is to put miles under your feet. But it was a good time. Had breakfast, had pancakes, fresh fruit, a donut, some Gatorade. So it's a good stop, good company, and I'm sure all the hikers that I left are going to pass me sooner or later today because they're all younger and faster. So anyway, I got to get miles going, so I'm back on the trail. It looks like a bunch of flowers, but it's not. It's the changing of the seasons. The plants are telling us that fall is around the corner and soon will be snow. I hope they're wrong, at least until I'm done. Still some smoke and haze. Not nearly as bad as it had been. A few days ago you couldn't even see the close hills, so it's a lot better. Wind's blowing, but I'm not sure if it's blowing it out or in. There's so many fires going on, who knows. Yeah, it's about 3 in the afternoon, and I just came out of another Trail Magic. That one I didn't know about. I didn't see it posted on the Far Out app. I come walking through and there's a sign Trail Magic. So had a brat, had a taco, had some soda, some Twinkie kind of desserts, some licorice, and some watermelon. But I got to get the miles going, so I'm back on the road. I did get a late start today. Last night I camped at Bear Lake and went down to the lake and washed my feet and freshened up a little bit, rinsed out my socks because they were dusty as heck, and rinsed my shirt off in the lake and hung them up on the outside of my tent. It was a nice breeze. I figured they'd be good and dry by this morning. And then about midnight it starts to rain, so I jumped up and grabbed everything and brought it inside the tent. And of course, wet things inside of a tent just add to condensation on the inside of your tent. So between condensation on the inside and rain on the outside, that's why I got a late start today. I didn't get out of camp until about 10:30 or so, waiting for things to dry off a little bit so I could pack up. Even then, my tent was still a little damp, so I got to get it set up tonight so it can dry a little bit. Anyway, my next goal is Trout Lake, probably tomorrow. I was hoping to get there today, but I'm not going to make it. We continue to see these little frogs throughout the trail. Every once in a while you'll come across a section of trail where there's just a bunch of these little guys, and you got to watch where you're walking. They're kind of cute.